As we've been reporting, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin announced he will not support President Biden's social and climate spending plan. He said, quote, "If I cannot go home and explain it to the people of West Virginia, I can't vote for it." Manchin is representing a state where President Biden lost by 40 points in the 2020 election. West Virginia's population is less than 2 million, but it has one of the highest poverty rates in the nation. According to the nonpartisan initiative Spotlight on Poverty and Opportunity, the poverty rate in West Virginia is 19%. The child poverty rate is 25%. For more on West Virginia, I want to bring in Alex Thomas. He's an anchor and reporter for West Virginia Metro News. Alex, welcome. Thanks very much for being with us. So West Virginia is a state, as we said, with high levels of poverty. What did the state stand to lose and gain from the president's social and climate spending bill?
Right, and thank you, first of all, for having me. The big things with this bill, when I was reaching out to progressive groups and other groups here in West Virginia, were regarding paid family leave and the child tax credits. They really emphasized the importance of those two measures with the Build Back Better plan, saying a state like West Virginia, as you mentioned, with high levels of poverty, needed those two provisions in that more than anything else, trying to help families get out of the economic conditions that they're in and provide them more money to help their children as well. According to the West Virginia Center on Budget and Policy, households of 346,000 kids benefited from the child tax credit, and now that credit is going away at the end of the year, and there's no future in sight.
So given all that, how is this playing out, the fact that Senator Manchin is resisting the president's spending plan?
When I reached out to those groups yesterday and today, the big shock wasn't necessarily that he was against it, but the fact it happened on the Sunday before Christmas, the timing of it with everything going on. They were a little disheartened, but at the same time, they do believe that there is opportunity for growth here, opportunity to reach a compromise with the senator and other individuals. This is going to be a lengthy process trying to figure out what common ground they can really move forward on. But one thing that I did mention, that child tax credit, they really feel that they do have the senator's ear with that, and they are hopeful that in 2022 they can really push forward and get something longer and better in the process.
You know, Alex, this is, of course, a really busy time of year. It's the holidays. But I'm wondering also, with West Virginians, is there any way to gauge how they're feeling about what Senator Manchin, the position that he's taken on this?
Right. West Virginia is a very conservative state. A lot of Republicans were praising Senator Manchin, Representative Carol Miller, for instance, saying that the senator represented West Virginia's values by coming out against the Build Back Better plan. At the same time, though, those progressive groups, those individuals who have those progressive values, were very surprised by his automatic "I'm not going to support this" during Fox's programming yesterday. They're still hopeful, though, but at the same time, that shock really hasn't worn off. And especially during this very busy week, it's probably not going to wear off until we get into 2022, when they can lay down a foundation on where they want to go in the future.
Well, clean energy spending has been a sticking point for Senator Manchin. Despite promises from former President Trump to bring back coal jobs to West Virginia, the state employs about half as many coal workers as it did 10 years ago. How does coal factor into Senator Manchin's stance?
I really don't think it factors as a major issue. From when I've talked to him earlier this month in his office in the Capitol to when I've met with his staff and met with other individuals, coal is obviously a big factor. It is a big player here in West Virginia, but at the same time, the senator recognizes that coal's future is not as strong as its past. He realizes that West Virginia needs to be heading in a new direction. He introduced legislation earlier this year trying to find economic opportunities for these communities. He realizes that. At the same time, though, this is a huge proposal here that the president and Democrats put forward. If it was something that in piecemeal where they did bit by bit, maybe the senator could have come around and supporting it. But at the same time, with as massive as a proposal as this was, there was just no way.
Well, Senator Manchin is a Democrat in a largely Republican state. How has he walked that line of maintaining his party identity with the political realities on the ground?
Right. He's always maintained that he's a West Virginia Democrat who thinks independently from the national party. And that's really important to him. He understands rural America better than I think a lot of people in Washington do when it comes to just the policy sides of things. He understands that, yes, these proposals could have a large benefit. At the same time, though, in West Virginia, a state that has not yet fully evolved into the 21st century when it comes to its economy, it's not going to be beneficial to sit here and say, hey, we're going to move in this direction while you guys are still struggling at 49th, 50th. You have to help this state out in the long run if you want to really make better national policy, but also make West Virginia a better state where kids want to move to, where kids want to continue living. Parents don't want to see their kids move to Columbus or Charlotte or DC. They want their kids here, and they have to have economic opportunities in order to stay here.
All right. Well, Alex Thomas with West Virginia Metro News. Alex, thanks very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.